G'day, Jim Harnwell here from Fishing World magazine. Today I'm going to run you through a few very basic outboard maintenance tips. Outboards cost a lot of money, so you want to make sure you look after it. Modern outboards like this one need to be serviced once every 100 hours or once a year, and your local Honda mechanic will do that for you. But meantime, there's a lot of things you can do to make sure your outboard lasts the distance and gives you the maximum fun on the water. Probably the most important thing you can do is wash your outboard after every trip in the salt water with fresh water and soap. That removes a lot of the salty deposits from the outside of your outboard and just keeps it in good working water. You want to be particularly careful about spraying up under here where your tilt and trim mechanism is and all your fuel and your hydraulic steering. That's really important to do that. The other thing you should do is always flush your engine after you've used it in the salt water. What flushing does is it puts fresh water through your engine and it helps remove salt deposits from inside the engine. If you're going to flush properly, you need to do it for about 5 to 10 minutes. That allows the engine to heat up, allows the water that's circulating through the engine to remove the salty deposits. You should always check your engine as well, that the telltale, which is located here, is spraying out water when it's running. If it's not working, that means your impeller's not working, and that means your outboard's going to overheat and it's going to cause big problems. One of the other things you can do is once every couple of trips, just remove the cowling and just give it a bit of a visual check. Maybe wipe up any salt deposits there, check there's no corrosion on any wiring, maybe give it a spray with a good lanolin based aerosol to provide corrosion resistance. Just check that things are generally okay, check your oil, those sort of things. Also, what you should do on a fairly regular basis is check your propeller. Now, what can happen is that propellers can sometimes catch fishing line, and that can cause some big problems because the seals inside here can get chewed away by the line. Braided line is especially really bad on that. So what you should do is, if you do think you maybe have hooked up a bit of fishing line or you haven't checked it for a while, is just take your propeller off. It's not hard. There's a little cotter pin in here. Just pull him out and undo your nut. You need a spanner or a pair of pliers, something like that. Pull your nut off. Then you can pull your prop out. Now there's no line on here. Probably could put a bit of good marine grease in here. Just give it a bit of a clean out. And the main thing is just to make sure there's no fishing line around this area here, because that'll even your seals, and then that can cause problems in your gearbox, and that's all very, very expensive. Also check your prop, just make sure there's no dings on it. If there is any dings, you can sometimes file them out yourself, or if it's a bad ding, take it into an outboard shop and they'll get it professionally done. Okay, there's some very basic outboard maintenance tips. Obviously, if there's any serious problems, you should take your outboard straight to your local mechanic. But, you know, if you follow those basic rules, you should be right. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you out in the water. Cheers.